Welcome to the video podcast. It's June 22nd, 2014, and this week I have a variety of topics I want to talk about, including music, art, technology, spirituality, food, nutrition, and all kinds of things. So let's get started. Alright, first I want to talk about art. I had a chance to see a really good show at the Carrack Art Gallery in Durham. That's 111 West Paris Street in downtown Durham. If you have a chance, you might want to check it out. Some very cool yarn pieces and mixed media paintings and encaustic. Got a chance to meet one of the artists. There's a very cool geodesic dome with yarn around it inside the gallery that you can sit inside. I'll be at the gallery June 28th, I think. It's a Saturday from 2 to 5. So if you're in Durham and you have a chance, please stop by. Alright, second, I want to direct your attention to a new track that I like called Morning Glory by Spirit Architect. I was browsing through this online website for psytrance music called SciShop, and I was looking at the charts there. Ovni Moon Records has a new release that's doing really well, selling really well, and I checked out one of the songs off that release. I guess it's a morning track called Morning Glory. I really like it, so if you are interested, check it out. Okay, topic number 3, spirituality. I do yoga and meditate on a daily basis if I can. Try to meditate every day. And I'm also interested in the Babas and the spiritual teachers of India, as well as the South American shamans and really spiritual teachers from all around the world. But I'm following some of the Babas through this web videocast. I probably want to mention one at a time. The one I'm going to mention today is a Baba or a Swami, actually. Not exactly sure what the difference is between a Baba and a Swami, but this guy is called SriShivabalayogi, and Shiva is Hindu god. Bala means boy, and yogi is a yogi, so he was a boy yogi, devotee of Shiva, who meditated for 12 years when he was young. He only stopped to drink some milk every day, I think in the middle of the night, but he just sat down and started meditating. And he goes around the world and he has a message for people, and that message is to meditate. a lot of people ask him questions about life problems and what they can do, and usually his answer is to meditate, and he suggests meditating for an hour a day if you can. And of course, if you're just new to meditation, you might want to start with a smaller amount of time and try to work up to an hour. But once you get the ball rolling, it can be really good for your state of mind and quality of life, so I highly recommend it. And yeah, that's who I wanted to mention today. And he's also in Durham right now. He goes around the world, but he has a house in Durham that he will visit, and they have programs where they sing songs and they meditate and have some vegetarian food. So if you're interested, it's Swami SriShivabalayogi. Alright, topic 4 is going to be politics. The political issue I want to discuss right now is the legalization of cannabis. A lot of states have decriminalized cannabis. Philadelphia recently decriminalized cannabis and made it a $25 fine to possess up to an ounce, so it's a lot less bad to be caught with it. There are a lot of states that still consider it to be a crime, and most countries consider it to be a heavy crime, and I'm against making any plant illegal. I think humans don't have the right to decide that a plant should be illegal for other people. So I'm closely following the progress that cannabis legalization is making. There are some good people in Congress that are working really hard. There's a senator from Tennessee who's putting a lot of pressure on Eric Holder, the Attorney General, to reschedule cannabis. Right now it's in the most harsh designation in terms of classification of substance, which is pretty ridiculous and points that really it's not about the science, because it's the classification isn't based on science, but it's really about the prison industry and the money that people can make off of jailing people for having an herb, which is pretty unjust. So that's the political issue I wanted to focus on in this podcast, and just say that I'm against making any plant illegal. You can decide, if you don't like a plant, to not have a relationship with that plant, but to tell someone else what they can and can't put inside their body and what plant they can and can't have a relationship with is pretty ridiculous, in my opinion, and I consider it a civil rights issue. So would like to see all plants legalized, and I would like to see all forms of spirituality legalized, and a lot of people, these plants are a form of spirituality, and so that's why it's important to me. Consider it a spiritual plant, plant of power, and as long as people aren't hurting anyone else, they should be allowed to have a relationship with the plant without worrying about being imprisoned and all the things that come with that. So hopefully we'll see a more evolved planet where people can make that choice for themselves without anyone else interfering with them, and people who may be weak will not be preyed upon, but allowed to do whatever they want as long as they're not hurting anyone. So that's my opinion and my political view for this week. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is Gunpla. These are plastic Gundam models, and I've been seeing a lot of really good ones. I love the design and the idea behind Gundam, which is like this futuristic war robot, which is meant as a peacekeeper. I like the Gundam universe a lot, so a lot of what I'm exploring with my art, delving into, is based on this technological aesthetic, which I think is really well articulated with these Gundam robots, and the Gundam plastic models I think are awesome as well. So I wanted to show a few of these because I really love these and working with these ideas a lot. Okay, and in terms of herbs and nutrition, I would give my endorsement to turmeric right now. Been getting a lot of fresh turmeric root and trying to incorporate it into my diet on a daily basis if I can. I think it's great. I learned that it's important to heat it in oil because the active ingredient is fat soluble, so heating it in oil really allows it to be released into the fat and absorbed in the body. Also, mixing it with pepper is good because pepper makes food more bioavailable. So if there's any food that is good with black pepper, then add a bunch of black pepper because it's going to make the positive nutritional qualities of the food much more absorbed by the body. And pepper is good for a variety of other things too. So turmeric, black pepper. Easy way to get turmeric in the morning is, if you like eggs, to heat up the turmeric for about 10 minutes in some olive oil with black pepper. Crush some garlic. Let that sit out for about 10 minutes, the garlic, and then put some onions and some eggs in the frying pan, mix with the garlic. So you've got like turmeric, black pepper, garlic, onion, and eggs, and makes a really good scrambled egg. And I sometimes add some corn chips to give it some crunch. So yeah, go for some turmeric. They say it's a better antidepressant than Prozac, and it's good for a lot of things. So try to get it in your diet as much as you can. Alright, this next thing I want to talk about is the demo scene. Demo scene is an underground digital art scene. Pure digital art, which is art that is just made on computer. It's usually like a music video where there's digital animation and digital music. So it's just a pure digital art form. There's a lot of history behind it, big in Europe. A lot of the idea is to make the art as compact as possible, so you could fit as much art into as small space as you can by maximizing the amount of memory it takes to run the demo. And another thing about the demo scene is that you want the your demo, your music video type of thing, to be running in real time off a computer, so it's not a recorded off a VHS tape or something, but it's just running through hardware, which makes it more of like a live performance that the computer is performing. And then they have demo parties where people come in demo groups where they'll bring their computers and they just show demo after demo after demo, and it's just a big party with everybody's got their computer. And a lot of these demo groups, you have one person will make say the visuals, another will be good at coding and they maximize the code, another person will do the music, and then maybe someone else will work on the concept of what they're trying to express visually. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of amazing demos. When I first saw demos, I really didn't know what to think about it. I think it might fly over people's heads. But once you get the concept, it's just pure digital art, and it's worth exploring because there's a lot of amazing art made in that demo style. Yeah, I really recommend looking at some of these demos. Alright, well, that is all for this week, I think. I'm going to try to do one of these every week just to express some of the things that I'm interested in, and maybe get some people to give some feedback, or hopefully if you find it interesting then you could look into these things, and I'll see how it goes. I'll keep working on it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, give me a like and please comment. And yeah, hopefully next week I'll crank out another one of these things. And I'll see you later.